warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, student.
Good afternoon, Miss.
How are you today?
We are fine. How about you, Miss?
Alhamdulillah ya, I'm fine too. Okay, today we are learn about fairy tales. What do you know about fairy tales, guys?
Fairy tale is apa sih, Nek? Dongeng. Dongeng kayak Disney, cerita fiksi, begitu, Miss.
Iya. Nah, jadi fairy tales itu benar seperti yang kalian. Jadi fairy tales itu salah satu teks yang masuk ke dalam naratif teks. Jadi naratif teks itu is a type of writing that tells a story if recounts a sequence of events often in chronological order and can be fictional or non-fictional. Jadi bisa berupa fiksi ya, cerita fiksi. Oke, di sini ada structure of narrative text. Yang pertama ada orientation. This is the opening session that set the stage for the story. It introduce to the main character setting kayak time and place. Di sini ada complication. This part introduce a conflict or problem that disrupts the initial situation. Oke, next ada climax. This is the most critical moment in the story where the tension reaches its peak gitu. Jadi yang terakhir ada resolution. Here the conflict from the complication is resolved one way or another. The story ties up loose ends and reveals the final outcome for the characters. Nah, yang terakhir ada evaluation. Some narrative might include a concluding session that reflects on the story events or offers a final lesson or message. Jadi yang tadi itu adalah struktur dari naratif teks. Jadi fairy tales itu masuknya ke dalam naratif teks. Oke, jadi kita akan nonton dulu ya. Setelah itu baru kita identifikasi. Nah, ini salah satu contoh fairy tales.
Once upon a time, in a land of the East, there lived a poor but very good-hearted boy named Aladdin. Living with his mother, Aladdin did the hardest jobs with the furthest distances just to earn their living. One day, he was going far away to get some bananas to sell in the market. Suddenly, he came across a well-dressed man with a beard and a dark look. The man talked, showing the gold in his hands.
Hello, my boy. I'm an old friend of your father's. Would you like to win a gold coin?
A gold coin? If I pick bananas for the rest of my life, I still wouldn't earn that much money.
The man asked Aladdin to go down the hole, under the rock, a little further away, and asked him to do as he said. Aladdin thought that this was a very easy task. Together, they pushed the rock further away and watched as the hole appeared. Being as tiny and as agile as he was, he managed to go through the hole. Inside, he found a very narrow staircase, and down he went. When he made it to the bottom, he saw that the cave was lighted up with an old lamp. He couldn't believe his eyes. Inside the cave were precious stones, gold, and it was full of treasure. While still at shock, Aladdin got scared from the voice he heard from up above.
Lamp! Have you seen the lamp? Turn the light out and just bring the lamp to me.
Out of all the treasure and gold that was lying there, Aladdin couldn't believe that the only thing that the man had wanted was his old worthless lamp. Now, Aladdin was scared. Aladdin took the lamp and began climbing up the staircase. But before he did anything, the man started to yell.
Give me that lamp, quickly!
Aladdin couldn't understand the man's behavior.
First, I want to get out of here.
If you don't give me the lamp, this instant I will lock you up in this cave forever!
At that point, Aladdin knew that this lamp was up to no good.
No, first I want to get out of here.
Alright then, you asked for it.
Hey, stop! What are you doing?
Unaware of dropping his ring in the cave, the man pushed the rock back on the hole and left Aladdin there. Aladdin saw the ring on the floor. And as soon as he picked it up and put it on, with a tremendous noise, the cave lit up in a pink cloud, and from the cloud appeared what seemed to be a giant. In fear, Aladdin took a look at the giant.
Wish for anything you want. But don't you forget, you only have 3 wishes.
I wish to go home.
Okay, my boy.
With a glimpse, Aladdin was back at home. Seeing her son appearing from nowhere, Aladdin's mother began to scream. Aladdin explained to his mother all that had happened. He told her that he wasn't able to get the gold, but instead was left with this old lamp. Wanting to clean the lamp, Aladdin began to rub it. Suddenly, the fumes coming out of the lamp covered the whole room, and a genie appeared from nowhere.
Woohoo! Oh man, I've been trapped in this lamp for hundreds of years, and he saved me. Well, wish for anything you want.
Stunned and frozen, Aladdin and his mother kept staring at the genie. The genie repeated what he said.
Wish for anything you want. Well, in that case, prepare us a table full of delicious food and drinks.
All of a sudden, a feast table appeared in the middle of the room, with all kinds of food, fruits, and sweets. From that day on, thanks to the magic lamp, anything Aladdin and his mother wished for came true. They were living a rich and happy life. A long time passed by. One day, when passing through the market, Aladdin saw Princess Jasmine, the king's daughter, on a silver throne carried by the soldiers. And he fell in love with her. He went home and told about it to his mum. And his mum prepared a chest full of gold with the genie's help and went to the castle. She told the guards that she had brought a present to the Sultan. Liking the present very much, the Sultan called her to his presence. When she told him about her son's intentions, the Sultan asked her to prove her son's wealth and power.
If your son wants to marry my daughter, tell him to send me 40 slaves, each carrying a chest full of precious stones, and they should be followed by 40 soldiers to protect them.
Hearing the Sultan's wish, Aladdin's mother turned back home sad, because she thought that even the genie would not be able to grant a wish this big. Aladdin picked up a lamp and rubbed it harder than ever, and the genie came out.
Well, wish for anything you want.
Aladdin told him about the Sultan's wishes. The genie clapped 3 times, and suddenly right beside them appeared 40 slaves with chests full of treasure and 40 soldiers protecting them. The next day, seeing that all he had wished for was right there in front of his eyes, the Sultan was very impressed. He wondered how rich Aladdin was.
I want my daughter to live in a big and fancy castle. That is the only way I will let my daughter marry him.
Aladdin told the Sultan's wish to the genie. Genie granted his wish right away. Aladdin could not believe his eyes. A gorgeous, fancy castle was standing right next to their home. He couldn't believe his eyes. Sultan thought that he could not find a richer husband than Aladdin. Aladdin and Princess Jasmine had a huge wedding that went on for 3 days. Everybody heard about Aladdin's luck and wealth, but Aladdin and his mother did not say anything about the genie to Jasmine. One day, a salesman came next to Aladdin's castle.
Old lamps! Old lamps! I buy and sell old lamps. I buy anything that's old.
Jasmine heard the salesman yelling and thought that if she would exchange the old lamp with a new one, it would make Aladdin very happy. She gave the salesman the magic lamp and got a new one. The salesman was actually the evil man who tricked Aladdin with a hold, where it was tied. When he got a hold of the lamp, he immediately ordered the genie to move the castle far away with Jasmine in it. When Aladdin returned home that evening, the castle was nowhere to be seen. He knew something very bad had happened. Their old house next to the castle was still standing. He ran home right away and found the ring he found in the cave. As soon as he put it on his finger, the giant appeared once again.
Wish for anything you want. But don't forget, you only have 2 wishes left.
Take me next to Jasmine right away.
As soon as he finished his talking, he found himself in the castle. He hid immediately. His wife Jasmine was serving the evil man. He was holding the lamp in his hands. When no one could see him, Aladdin put the ring back on, and the giant appeared again.
Wish for anything you want. But don't forget, you only have 1 wish left.
Let that evil man go in a very long and deep sleep.
As soon as he finished his words, he ran next to his wife. Jasmine was looking as before. With the castle back in its old place, Aladdin was finally next to his mother again. Aladdin, his mother, and the princess lived happily ever after.
Sangat capek.
Iya.
Tapi kok nggak ada adegan capek terbangnya sih?
Iya. Dia
Yang ini versi yang ininya menghilang.
dia langsung disihir aja.
Iya, kalau yang ini versi istananya hilang sih. Minyak rambut.
Oke guys, jadi di sini ada question, kalian yang bisa menjawabnya nanti dapat hadiah ya.
Sip.
Oke, jadi siapa yang mau jawab pertanyaan ke-1, ke-2, ke-3, dan ke-4?
Nggak kelihatan, Miss.
Oh iya, sorry ya, karena ini warnanya tidak sesuai guys. Bentar ya,
Aslinya warna apa, Miss?
warna orange. Yuk yang mau jawab pertanyaan pertama langsung angkat tangan aja ya. Nah, ayo siapa yang mau jawab pertanyaan pertama, kedua, ketiga, terserah acak juga nggak apa-apa.
Aku nomor 3. Ini jawab.
Boleh, langsung aja. Dijawab yang mau nomor 2 siapa?
Miss, nomor 1.
Oke, silahkan yang Wilda.
I think number 1 is katanya di mana si Aladdin itu mengatasi masalahnya, yaitu dengan dia meminta bantuan kepada jin yang ada dalam lampu, Miss.
Iya betul, korek. Tepuk tangan untuk Neng Wilda. Oke, Neng Wilda, here we go. Yuk. I wanna give you something. Just one. Kalau yang ini 2 kayaknya. 1 aja. Kalau ini tapi. Ya udah.
Thank you, Miss.
Oke, welcome. Oke, next. Siapa lagi yang mau jawab? Boleh.
Number 3.
Oke, boleh Sylvia.
I think alasan Jafar itu apa ya? Mengambil
Lampu.
Pertama ingin memiliki harta, kedua ingin memiliki Jasmine.
Oke, boleh. Tepuk tangan buat Sylvia. Maju nanti dapat hadiah.
Maju kan nih?
Iya, maju.
Ini.
Oke. Ini dapat dulu nih.
Oke, thank you, Miss.
Oke, you're welcome. Oke. Question number 2
And 4.
and 4.
Nomor 2 itu akibat dari keinginan Aladdin.
Nomor 2 ya, apa konsekuensi dari bisnisnya si Aladdin. Jadi Aladdin have 3 wishes. Cuma punya 3 permintaan di dunia dunia yang di sini.
Iya.
Kemudian konsekuensinya dia dapat apa aja yang dia mau.
Iya.
Kekayaan, apa aja pokoknya.
Iya, tepuk tangan buat Diarah sama Padilla. Ini dapat hadiah. Oke, the last one. The last question.
Last question,
Number 4. The last questions.
Si Jasmine pulang di sana, bagaimana Aladdin mencapai yang ada terakhir dan 2 itu.
Ayo, boleh Sylvia lagi nih.
Apa tadi si Jasmine kan terjebak, jadi Aladdin punya 2 pilihan. Dua permintaan.
Iya, 2 permintaan lagi.
Pertama menghilangkan Jafar. Pertama mengembalikan istana. Enggak, istana. Yang pertama dia mau masuk dulu ke istananya. Oh itu ya, mau masuk ke istananya. Kedua buat si Jafar tidur. Bukan. Iya. Jafar yang tidur pas lampu beda jin.
Enggak.
Itu ya.
Terus
Menghilangkan Jafar. Akhirnya dapat lampu geseknya kembali. Baru menghilangkan Jafar.
Oke. Tepuk tangan buat Sylvia. Ini hadiahnya nih, milih sini. Terus.
Mau laptop.
Ini aja. Ya, oke.
Thank you, Miss.
Oke. Okay guys, thank you for today. And before I close the study today, I wanna check attendance list first ya. Sylvia Erliansa Putri,
Present Miss.
Neng Wilda,
Present Miss.
Dia Rahma Padilla,
Present Miss.
Siti Rahmawati,
Present Miss.
Mita Herliana,
Present Miss.
Adi Linggandani, Khalifah Amalia.
Present Miss.
Okay, so I think that was enough for today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam